Okay, Ali, how are you?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. How are you today?
Um, Actually, I'm a little sick.
Oh,
I got flu, but
oh,
I'm taking care of myself.
oh, good. Then you need to rest. Do
I
you have a,
guess, yes, I guess that.
do you have a temperature?
Yeah, very
Oh,
hot,
oh,
actually.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I don't mind getting flu sometimes because when you have flu, you have wild dreams. Do you find that?
No, I can't sleep
You don't have
while
wild
I'm
dreams when you
having.
have flu.
I can't having when I have this temperature and my nose blocked. I can't do anything. I just suffering from this situation and can't think clearly.
No, because when I have a temperature, I don't know why. Maybe I read somewhere that when you have a temperature, your astral body becomes looser because you're not
Yeah,
so
yeah. Uh,
grounded.
when you
And so
are
you,
very sick, you can get
yeah,
that.
and so you
Not
have these
yeah.
crazy dreams, and well, you can have hallucinations as well when you have a temperature, can't you?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, but not in my case. That is a very bad case. When you
well,
get this kind of temperature, you are near death
you're,
or something.
I've never hallucinated, I must admit. But strangely enough, because we were going to talk about dreams today,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, that's it.
one of the lucid dreaming techniques I used to use, I still do occasionally, was looking at my hands.
Yeah,
Doing reality checks during the day, and it was actually when I had a temperature that I had my first success of looking at my hands because I'd arrived from England. I'd arrived from Italy to England, and I don't know, sometimes on aeroplanes I get a chill because of the air conditioning and things like that. And I had a temperature, and that night I managed to look at my hands in my dream, and it was like really focused. It was excellent. Um, but anyway, we were going to talk about dreams today. It's
yeah. So, can you tell me what do you think about dreams? Do you have a sort of some kinds of a dream? Dreams comes from the mind. Dreams come from the soul. What do you think about dreams? What their real nature, but
um,
according to your experience.
well, according to my experience, dreams are obviously very personal because everybody dreams different dreams. I know that you can have similar dreams, but they're usually not exactly the same. So I think dreams come from, well, they can come from also the external environment, the influences you've had during the day. Sometimes it can be your mind just sifting through information in order to make sense of it. Other dreams, you might have a particularly spiritual type dream, which is it really like hits you in the face. Like you wake up in the morning, you think, "Wow," and you can't stop thinking about it. There's so many different types of dreams, and I think it's a combination of having dreams give us the ability to sort out our lives while we sleep, but also um, they're like a funnel from the beyond,
Yeah,
and you can get all sorts of
that
messages.
that remind me of my experience that I had the last week.
Hmm.
I was dreaming and I get this strange dream. I was in an airport in an Arabic country, I guess it's Morocco, and there I had this strange experience. Some Moroccan guy just stole me, and it was strange for me. He asked me if I need help, and I say okay, in my bags, and he said I can help you in anything else.
Hmm.
So I said okay. I want to exchange the money I have. I had an Israeli money, and I want to exchange it to an euro or anything I can use it in that country. And so
Okay.
this young man uh, told me he can help me in exchanging the money. Then we go in some kind of grocery market, and he told me give this man the money and he will exchange it to euro. and I give them money, and he didn't give me anything. So
Oh.
I take some time to understand what happened. Actually, that's what made me interested in the idea of this dream, because I had the same dream in the same night, but from a different angle. The idea is that I had the same dream, but from a different perspective. I saw
Mm-hmm.
myself like I'm seeing a webcam in the place. So I saw how this man set up the scene. He come to this grocery market or a person, and he bought some grocery or some things, and he told the man, I will get your money just in 10 minutes, wait for me. So he get out of this place, and
Mm-hmm.
then he met me, and that's how he make this how this is how he stole
Mm-hmm.
my money. So I saw the scene from different angles, and see, and also I saw what is the purpose of the dreaming. It just helped me to understand that I have a problem, that is easy trusting people.
Mm-hmm.
Any person, I easily trust him, just if he had a nice smile, and I feel good about him, I just trust him. So I thought it was a strange experience. The dream is trying to teach me a lesson while I'm sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So this learning, I think learning nature of dreams is common. It's a way we can experience and simulate some experience in life we may never get really in the real life, but it is a very good way to learn lessons.
Oh,
While
definitely, yes. When I've mentioned before my fear dreams when I was a child, having a nightmare, and my dreams were teaching me the only way to get rid of a fear is to actually turn around and face it. Because when I turned around and faced I don't know, the lion that was chasing me in a dream, he became a cuddly teddy bear, that sort of thing. So,
yeah,
dreams can be great learning experiences, I think, because and also it's like you were an observer. Sometimes in dreams there seems to be two yous, the dreamer, the one in the dream,
yeah.
and there seems to be this observer factor that you can
Yeah,
actually
the
see.
the third person perspective.
Yeah.
And if you had this kind of dreams, it's and the dream is really related to your day-to-day life, it would be a very good opportunity to learn lessons, like what happened to me. Because I'm
Hmm.
planning to travel outside my country, and I didn't travel a lot. So I may face this. I think my mind is expecting that this kind of experience.
Yeah, the different types of learning situations.
Yeah,
That's why dreams are so valuable, because sometimes we talk so much about astral projection and being conscious. Sometimes it's good just to let our mind, just to see what's in our mind, so we can understand better who we are in
yeah,
this life sometimes, because dreams they do give us valuable information about ourselves, about the world around us, about what actually we have in our heads and how we're feeling, because we might not realize we're feeling so bad, but it comes out in the dream, so we can like process.
yeah. This simulating nature of dreams, make it a very good tool to simulate even astral projection. And sometimes people really had astral projection while dreaming. They are just dreaming about astral projection, and they can had an astral projection experience just by dreaming and thinking about it. So I think this is a special kind of dreams. it's these dreams are related to our thoughts, problem solving, things that are concern us in our day-to-day life, and our mind is just trying to solve it. It's not related to maybe a spiritual experience or an outer side. It's just our mind trying to process information and trying to solve problems in our lives. But there's another kind of dreams, the dreams we are aware while we are dreaming, like lucid dreaming. And what is the difference between the two by your experience?
Well, in my experience, well, basically that you're actually aware that you're dreaming, that you know that you're dreaming. You have absolutely no doubt that you're dreaming, so you know. And I don't know, when I wake up in a lucid dream, it's such a wonderful experience. Just that moment of waking up in the dream, it never ceases to lose its wonder for me. Like waking up in the dream, I think, yes, I'm waking up in a dream, and you know, if I see a window or a cliff or anything, I have to fly off it, and you know. But lucid dreaming is excellent. I love lucid dreaming. I love all aspects of dreaming, to tell you the truth.
Do you, when you become lucid in a dream, do you feel that the nature of the dream becomes more cartoonish, or become less vivid than before, or you find the dream is trying to wake you up, and the pictures become more. You feel that you are about to wake up and you cannot hold the dream together. Do you experience that?
I feel like my dreaming mind is trying to wake me up, because I have certain dream signs that do actually wake me up in a dream, like windows. If I see a window, it wakes me up, usually, not all the time, and I think, oh, wakes me up in the dream. That's what I'm trying to say, because windows for me is like a doorway to another reality, and because I like to jump out of windows, not in the physical.
Yeah.
In my dreaming life, if I
Yeah.
see a window in a dream, I have to jump out of it. I have to go through it. It's like, you know, I can't stop myself, and I think that, you know, takes me into another dimension. And also sometimes cliffs. If I find myself high up on a cliff, sometimes my dreaming mind will put me in a high situation, and I just have to jump off the cliff, and that jumping off the cliff wakes me up, because I'm flying. I think, oh my God, I'm flying, I'm dreaming. Oh, I'm, you know, and I wake up in the dream. So
I think the subconscious nature when entering a door or a window is really common. I had many experience when I'm entering a door. I shifted to a different reality. And I read many experience. I made some interviews with lucid dreamers, and they all mentioned this nature. The door and the window for our subconscious is a way or a gate to another place, another dimension, or something like that. One experience that some of the people I interviewed them, he mentioned that he tried to enter a door by purpose to reach a new level of dreaming. There is many levels. You can have a dream inside a dream inside a dream, like that.
yes, I love those. They're so funny.
Yeah, so he tried to reach the next level in his dream, so he can do. He wants to be more excited. He wants to do more movements, physical movements. So and don't be afraid that the dream will fade away. So after he entered the next level by entering a door, imaginary door, he become very happy. He started to be excited and trying to move very fast. He tried to to wake up easily, and the dream is still solid, and that was a very good sign that entering deeper levels in lucid dreaming help you to maintain the dreams and getting excited and doing all the stuff you can't do in a normal lucid dreaming. So, did you have this kind of dreaming, the multi levels dreams?
Well, I'm not sure because now if I wake up in a dream, now I dissolve the dream and I go into the astral from the lucid dream. I can't say I've actually gone to different levels of dreaming as you explained. I have had dreams within a dream within a dream. You know,
Like false awakening?
yeah, false awakenings. You think you're awake. Actually, it was really funny.
Can you
False,
mention
yeah,
your
false
experience?
awakening. It wasn't actually a dream. It was. I thought I was dreaming, but probably I was mind awake, body asleep. This was really
Yeah,
strange, actually. And I was laying in bed, and I could have sworn that I was awake. I was convinced I was awake.
yeah.
And I was sleeping in a different room, and my husband came in, and he bought me a cup of coffee, etc., etc. We had a little chat, etc., etc. And he went downstairs to go to work. And then I heard the door open, and my husband came in, and he gave me a cup of coffee. But this
Again,
time,
the same
it was a
scenario.
real one. It was a real one.
Yeah, that's very strange.
And he did exactly the same. So it was either a really vivid dream the first time that I don't know, maybe my mind was like running ahead of time. I don't know, but it was exactly the same thing that happened in reality. But that was really quite a strange one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah.
And this is occasionally every day your husband come to bring this cup of coffee
No,
for you.
no, it just depends because he doesn't always get up before me. I usually get up before him, but this
Yeah.
particular morning he got up before me. You know, so he brings me a cup of coffee if he gets up before me, which is
So
very good.
you some kind see the future before it happened?
Well, well, maybe like I don't know. I saw it happen in the astral before it actually happened in the physical, or something like that. Or you know,
Yeah.
the there's ifs and buts in all these experiences, really, because it's very subjective, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, actually, I had experience of a levels dream, lucid dreaming. I had a false awakening 3 times. The first
Mhm.
time I had this false awakening. I woke up in my room, and I noticed that there is a strange furniture in
Mhm.
my room, and it was slightly different. And I was really awake. I thought there's maybe my father changed something
Makes the first.
because it was very vivid.
So real. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very real. So I started to open the closet, the new furniture, and started to read anything inside it. I found a picture. I tried to look in this picture. There was some kind of writing. So when I tried to read it, I couldn't. So I
Ah.
said, no, this is a dream.
Mhm.
And so I opened the window uh, and tried to jump from there. So
Mhm.
because this is the way I used to wake up.
Mhm.
And when I opened the window, I saw myself in a high skyscrapers.
Mhm.
It was a scene from UAE because here in Palestine there's no much skyscrapers.
Oh, there's no
Yeah.
skyscrapers.
So I jumped and wake up again. So I said, "Oh, this was a very interesting lucid dream." And I wake up again and I open the door and I also see a different house and a
Mhm.
different furniture. and actually I become very afraid. It was I really felt that there's something wrong, that I could doing this forever and won't really wake up. So I throw myself again from the window. It was a different scene, of course, from Egypt, actually. In the third time, I woke up again, and also not in my room. So I really become very, very afraid. I thought that I thought in myself, there is something wrong. Maybe I'm dead now. There is some kind of limbo world, and I'm stuck there, and I can't escape. So, and the third time, I was very afraid that the dream itself just fade away, and I woke up.
Oh,
But
wow.
in this time, I opened my mobile and my cell phone and started to talk to my friend. I'm telling him all the story. I just and asking him questions, so I making sure that I'm not dreaming. It just for me, it wasn't that nice experience. Being stuck in this
Yeah.
multi levels loose dreaming is not very
The
funny.
try-
Actually, it's not very
Depends
funny.
well, I don't know. It depends on your point of view, really. I don't know. I find I don't get fazed by dreaming, even the really horrible dreams. I even enjoy the nightmares. Maybe I'm just strange, but I just love all sorts of dreams.
If you
And
are in control, you would be feeling okay and feeling safe. But if you lose controlling inside your head, that's not a good not a good thing.
I've actually got a book. I had a look at
Yeah,
this is a book on projectiology. It's do you know it's a quite big book.
yeah,
It's
I
from-
can see it. It's really
it's
big. How many pages in it?
no I don't want to think about pages. It's like a reference book actually, but it's from the IAC. And
That
before I
stand for what?
the International Association of Consciousness, I think. It was founded by someone called Waldo Vieira, and he's Brazilian. And this book, it's very technical because they've made a science out of out-of-body experiences. So it's not a book, it's not easy reading, put it like that, because they've invented all sorts of different terms. Anyway, and I was looking at the dreaming part, and he mentions the different types of dreams, right? And he mentioned 16 types of dreams. So I thought, like, number one is bad dream. Well, I think we can all relate to that one.
That's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightmares.
Number two is bizarre dream, like, you know, the really strange ones that you just can't make sense of.
Like the serial arts and the cartoonish
Yeah.
nature dreams.
Yeah, maybe bizarre things that happen that you wake up and you think, oh, what was that all about? There's creative dreams. You know, sometimes in a dream you might be
Yeah,
more
yeah.
creative, yeah.
I had some experience of that.
Dramatic dream.
What?
Dramatic dream.
What's that?
A dramatic dream where there's lots of drama.
Yeah.
I think we've all had those as well.
Yeah.
Dream of survival. Have you ever had a dream of survival? I don't know, maybe you've been shot or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been shot a couple of
There
times.
was not shot. The dog was trying to catch me.
All right.
Wild dog, not this kind.
Exciting dream. Yeah, we've all had exciting dreams.
Yeah.
A gratifying dream. Yeah, some dreams are gratifying. You can feel grateful, maybe.
Yeah.
And number 8 is interesting. He says high dream.
How is that?
And high dream, I think those are the really spiritual ones that you wake up and you feel like you've been given a lesson or a spiritual message. I think the Indians, the Red Indians, used to call them big dreams. You know, those
Yeah,
big
yeah.
dreams.
I had this a dream of rising my Kundalini. That time I was thinking about Kundalini and rising Kundalini, and actually in a dream I remember that and tried to rise it, and really I feel this rising energy in my spine, and but it was not exactly how I experienced it out in the real life. But I had
Maybe,
this kind.
maybe it was preparing you, because I think some dreams
Maybe.
can prepare you for things in life.
Yeah,
I remember.
but emotions was slight different because I told you my Kundalini rising was very different from the traditional one. In my dreams, I just feel this rushing sensation in my spine. The energy is going up, but actually, in my real Kundalini rising, I had many OBEs during
Hmm.
the rising.
Yeah.
I didn't
Maybe
have
it was.
that in my
Yeah.
dream.
Well, maybe it was just maybe somewhere in the astral, though you were dreaming, maybe it was a reflection of the energy work that you were doing, and
Maybe. Yeah, maybe,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
was very similar. But
Hmm.
there was extra things in the real experience. But it was okay. It was nice. I had this nice feeling. I woke up and say, "Oh, this is very nice. I should continue and trying to do the Kundalini rising." So I
Yeah,
think
because I
it's
do. Yeah, I do think some dreams do prepare us, also as you mentioned before, emotionally for emotional events that are coming. I remember once I had this really strong dream that my dad died,
I'm sorry.
and and I he was standing in front of me, and I'm like, "What are you doing? You're dead." And then I woke up, and I go, "Oh, my dad's dead." But I phoned my mum, and my dad wasn't dead. But I felt all the emotions that I would
Yeah.
have felt
This
if
is
someone had told me.
strange because I had this dream
Yeah,
also. I don't know why, but maybe psychology knows more
I
about.
think it's preparation for when the event happened, because I was just so convinced that he had died, and at that moment when I woke up in the morning, I felt the emotions I would have felt when if he had actually died. It was really, really strong. And my dad died, I think it was about 2 years after that I had that dream. And when he did die, um, I wanted to be strong for his funeral because I wanted to give him like a real good send off. And I think that dream prepared me because I was able to stand up at the funeral and give a speech and actually get people laughing, because my dad was quite humorous. He would have wanted people to laugh at his funeral. So we tried to make it as humorous as possible, as humorous as a funeral can be.
Mhm.
But you see, if I hadn't have had that dream, maybe I wouldn't have been able to do it, because the initial emotions that I felt, I'd already felt in that dream 2 years before. And although it was quite nerve wracking and it was quite.
Yeah, that's fall in the learning nature of the dreams. As a,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So it helped
they,
me, sort of gave me the courage to stand up and do the speech, because I'd already experienced the first wave of grief that morning.
actually,
So,
when I had this bad dream
mm,
about my father, I started to care more about him and started to talk more with him and started to be more open because
yeah,
I'm that kind of people, not talking too much with his
uh,
father. So I really start to, maybe for me, I don't know the real reason, but I assume that because this subconscious nature of the dreams, maybe I shouldn't be aware of the dream. It was a message in my subconscious
hmm,
that I should keep a good connection with my father,
hmm,
and so maybe I should feel it not like that, not in being aware of a dream. Maybe
hmm,
I should feel it like a sensation inside me
hmm,
that I have to be more close to my father, because I was in a different country. I didn't see him for many years. So maybe that for me it was a sign that I
Yeah.
have to be to talk with him more and try to be more close to him. Um, it's really strange when dreams playing with your life like that and makes this strange kind of experience.
Yeah, but they certainly have a meaning. Every dream, is about something. The next one after high dream was incomprehensible dream. Dreams that just you can't put into words. I don't. Sometimes you wake up and you wake up with this sort of feeling, and you have the image in your head of what you were dreaming about, but there's no way that you can put it into words.
Yeah, it's like astral projection experience. It's
Yeah.
when you had a very deep experience, like in Akasha records or in high level plane. You can't explain it easily,
Yeah.
I think.
Just can't put it into words. And the next was invented dream. I don't know. Sometimes maybe we invent dreams, do we?
Like daydreaming?
Maybe, yeah, maybe a situation that we'd like to happen. I don't know. We dream.
I had
Is it?
this. I told you I'm used to put myself in a trance, so I usually had this kind of daydreaming in my mind's eye. And last week also I had this experience of moving forward the dreaming, just playing fast the dream. I saw it like a small screen inside my head or in my mind's eye, and I had this ability to playing this dream like a movie, playing fast. This is the first time I tried to do it, and
Fast forwarding the dream.
yeah, it moves very fast, and after it finished, a new dream start, and the same. I started to watch it like a movie and trying to move it fast and forward and backward. It was really strange. So I had this idea that dreams are it's like movies inside your head,
Yeah.
and you just at least the daydreaming. You can.
Yeah.
I had more than 4 or 5 dreams like this in the same time, just moving from dream to dream. I was not awake and not asleep in the trance. So I had this. Maybe you can experience, and anyone is listening to us now can experience that, putting himself in trance. And when he started to see this daydreaming, try to separate yourself from this dreaming, getting far from it so you can see it as a small screen, and just remember the feeling of playing the movie fast, and it will move very fast, and you can see all the dreams. You don't have to wait to.
Oh, that's excellent, isn't it? Because the
Yeah.
mind, really, you can see it all. You don't have to see it all the action bit by bit.
Yeah,
Because really,
yeah, and I saw myself in a different positions. I saw myself in one dream. I saw myself with my mother and with friends in a car with my one of my doctor in the university. My professor was with us in the car, and it was very strange. And I was driving this car, and we ran out of gas, and we stopped in a place I don't know why. It was like in Europe or something. It was a very strange dream. And after that, I had a dream in another country, in Caribbean country, and with this scene of the sea and beach and all this kind of and the other dream was in jungle. So it was really strange, and I saw myself in many positions and in many different persons.
you're doing a lot of travelling in your dreams, don't you?
Yeah, it's quite strange for a person who don't travel a lot.
Well, maybe it's your desire to travel. That's
maybe,
why.
but what I'm just trying to point it out is you have
Yeah.
the ability to get more dreams in a very short time, but just by trying to move the dream forward. You just
Uh-huh.
trying to do this, and you after the dream finished, you will have the next dream, and you can see all the dreams that usually see in the whole night. Just see it in 10 minutes, and you can walk out and write them all. It's
Really,
just
it's excellent. The dreaming, our ability to dream is actually an excellent ability because we go to sleep, and dreaming is it's not like we go to sleep and do nothing. You know,
yeah.
we still work.
Actually, people is
Sleeping.
used to underestimate the mind
That's
ability
right.
to
You
create reality.
yeah.
Mind, actually, when I started to study and read about neuroscience and neurothology, I
Hmm.
started to realize that the mind is very complex. It's the most complex thing we know in the universe. It's more complex than the galaxies and the other particles in the universe. So it's not something we fully understand. It's very it had has many abilities, and actually we don't fully understand how the mind works.
Hmm.
So this ability to simulate the reality is very strong.
Hmm.
We actually, and Indian people have this nice word of about the life. They called it Maya, the dream. So our waking life is really like a dream, because you may experience the same life while you are dreaming, and never realize that. Your mind creates your reality. You just
Hmm.
experience a picture made by your mind. You can't live the reality as it is, as any as any person, or you can't live the reality as another person. You should live your own reality
Yeah.
according to your own minds. This is a mind-blowing idea, and when you
Mhm.
started to realize that, it will change everything in your life.
Mm.
I think it has many deep meaning. Maybe we can talk about it
Uh,
later. What kind of dreams we still have here in this
oh, hang on. We've
giant
got.
book?
Where did we get to? The invented dream, monotonous dream.
What's
I don't
that?
know if I've ever had a monotonous dream. Can't really think of an example. Maybe have to come back to that. A mutual dream. Have you ever had the same dream as somebody else?
Actually, me and my brother shared one time. We shared the same dream. It was a
Hmm.
strange dream of. It was in Italy, actually. We were in a bank, and there was this mafia gang who started to firing in the
Uh-huh.
bank. So we had the same dream. He told me, I told him my dream, and he said, "Yeah, yeah, I felt the same dream." That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
had the same dream as my daughter once, but I can't remember the dream. I just remember that she started telling me her dream once, and I was like mouth open. I thought I dreamt the same as you,
yeah,
but
it
my
is
daughter
very
and I are
strange. Yeah.
close. I think it's with people that are close. Sometimes I suppose you just tune into each other
Yeah,
and have.
but sharing the dream, not saying, for example, if I see that I'm driving a car, he won't see himself as a driver also. He may see himself in the car, but
Hmm.
me driving the car. So
Yeah,
that's what I meant by
mm.
sharing a dream.
It's interesting, isn't it? I don't know. Number 13 is a nocturnal dream, which is a nighttime dream, but I don't quite understand nocturnal dream, why it should be different. Maybe in the comments underneath the video somebody can explain it. But
Yeah.
nocturnal is nighttime, so
You can send
um,
me the name of this giant encyclopedia. I will try to read it.
it's
Yeah,
more it's more of a reference book,
yeah,
but
yeah. It's
but it's the technical terms are quite different from the normal terms that we use, but it's quite interesting. Reoccurring dream.
What's that?
You
had it
dream,
many times?
Yeah, a dream that you have often, but exactly the same dream that gets repeated.
I didn't have
I've had
this.
lots of recurring dreams. I've had recurring dreams, but they've not always been exactly the same.
We can continue this list.
So we were talking about recurring dreams,
Yeah.
and I've had a few recurring dreams, but as I was saying before, they've changed a little bit.
About the garden that you had in your childhood? Or?
Well, not necessarily. There were different ones. I used to have this recurring dream when I was a child. It was the same dream when I used to have when I was ill. There was used to be this floor, and it was like a checked floor, and there was a ball rolling down the floor, and it was like a snowball, and it was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I used to have that all the time when I was a child, but then it suddenly stopped and I never had it anymore. And I never really understood that at all. Didn't know what that was all about.
Yeah.
But other recurring dreams I've had was being chased by a man, being a child. Sometimes I was a girl, sometimes I was a boy. And I was always being chased by a man, and the man wanted to kill me. And I had that dream.
I remembered, I'm reading these days the past life, future lives for Bruce Goldenberg. And I read some experience like this. You had an experience from a past life, and could affect your present life.
Yeah, I had that
in a way or another.
That's exactly what happened, because I delved further into these dreams, and then these dreams became out-of-body experiences, and that's what I talked about in my book about facing this negative energy. And this past life was actually a boy who had been abused by his father. So, you know, sometimes I suppose he saw himself as a girl because he was being abused. Do you see what I mean? So I was experiencing that. But that's a really long story. But it was such an excellent ending when we finally managed to get rid of this fear that I say we because we're the same person, that we'd produced in that life. You know, the sense of freedom was just incredible. So these reoccurring dreams...
having this past life regression is not an easy mission. You should have a very good knowledge about it, and you should have enough courage to open this door to... Yeah,
because you can find out things that aren't so nice, you know. This started off as well when I had a past life regression with William Bullman at a seminar. William Bullman is an out-of-body experience author, and he came to Italy, and so I went to one of his seminars, and one of the activities that we did was this past life regression.
By hypnosis,
and he went through the hypnosis type thing, and I was always very present. I was always awake. I wasn't completely... I always knew what was going on. I was aware of myself in the room having this past life regression.
I always was curious about what the person in hypnosis experienced. Can you just tell me what you exactly see and feel during the hypnosis?
He put us in a light trance. It was like a meditation type activity.
Like daydreaming, or the...
Well, he told us to imagine a field. He told us to imagine ourselves in a field, and there was a gate at the end of the field, and we had to imagine ourselves walking towards the gate.
Yeah, induction stage.
Yeah, and then once we opened the gate, we would find ourselves viewing a past life. So I opened the gate, and it was like pictures in my head. You know, I just kind of let the images flow, and in front of me was a canal with a bridge going over the top, and in the distance was a city, like skyscrapers and things like that. And on the bridge was a young man waiting for me, and I walked over to him, and I felt at that point that he was about to jump off the bridge and commit suicide,
Yeah.
and he saw me, and we walked towards each other, and when we met, it's like we held hands. But now at that point, my physical body was really, really hot, and I was shaking, and I had tears running down my face. I couldn't stop these tears. It was like I was meeting
the experience.
Yeah, it was like another part of myself that I'd met on the bridge. It was like incredible. And then he brought us out of the trance, and I couldn't even tell everyone what had happened because I couldn't speak.
Yeah.
It was such a
Intense experience.
yeah, it was really intense. And then one thing went to another, and then I think probably I committed suicide in a past life as this young man. I think the young man.
He couldn't see you in the vision.
No, we did see each other, but
he
I
commits suicide even.
No, but I think it was our point of connection. I think being on the bridge, we connected, and so then I could go back and heal the life. You see, it's and the other strange thing about all this was when I was 13 years old, we had to write a poem at school, and I was a normal 13-year-old. I wasn't depressed. I was quite happy, etc., etc. So we had to write this poem at school, and I wrote a poem about
a man trying
who
to
jumped
suicide.
off and committed suicide, and I wrote it from the point of view of a dead person. I wrote it from his point of view, why he committed suicide, and my mum actually sent me the poem. You know, she kept it because she thought it was quite strange for me to write a poem about someone committing suicide, because I was quite a well-adjusted, 13-year-old, pretty normal. And so then everything started to connect, and I ended up going and healing this life, and maybe in another parallel reality, or I don't know, he didn't actually commit suicide, and he continued his life, and he actually became a teacher. And I met him in OBEs, as an older person, more mature, and he's in fact a teacher.
Yeah,
so the mind boggles, doesn't it? It's totally fascinating.
Yeah,
But
the problem in our lives is not enough. We have to.
You have to go sort out our lives as well.
We have to deal with the problems from past lives. That's.
I was only given enough information to deal with the problem. I don't think you're ever exposed to what you don't need to be exposed to in these out-of-body experience dream type, because the actual situation was probably really, really horrible for him, but I never actually experienced anything that I didn't have to. So you are protected. You only get to see what
can help you in dealing with lessons, your karmic lessons, maybe in your present life. Yeah, but it's very deep. I think we should talk about past lives, future lives.
Yeah, we can come back to that because it's quite a
it's a very
subject.
deep subject, and it's actually anybody doing a subjection, I think, will get to this point. You will feel this and get this memories from past lives, and sometimes from future lives. And I could send you Dr. Goldberg, Bruce Goldberg books about this topic. It's very good, actually.
It's fascinating. I have some. I can't remember which book. I've got some books, but it really is fascinating. But I think we only get to know the lives that we need to help out. I think that we experience past lives that maybe have some sort of issues that we have to sort out, and
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is, like, to him, to this past life, for me, he was a past life. For him, I was a future life.
Yeah,
so I was a future self. So
strange.
How many future selves do we have coming back? And we are actually past lives of our future selves.
Yeah.
So if
it's very complicated.
Get your head around that one.
Yeah. we should have a whole conversation about
Yeah,
this. It's very
that's
complicated,
right.
actually.
So that was recurring dreams. We've got two more to go. We have to finish the list.
Yeah,
15 was vivid dream. You know, the really vivid type
yeah,
dreams.
yeah.
Yeah. And the 16, number 16 was warning dream. Like, you know, warnings like
Like
I don't
a person, a student that will.
yeah, maybe, or maybe you have to be careful of a, you know, someone you're going to meet, you know, just
Yeah, I like my dream in the airport that I
yeah.
should be more careful about
Mm,
trusting people, strangers
yeah.
actually. Yeah,
So so I think dreams are incredible, the amount of information that they can give us. So it's so important to keep a book by your bed and write everything down because
yeah. Actually, I feel the dreams expand our lifetime by a very large factor.
mhm,
The dreams I had and my OBE experiences were really take time and take place and a very large scale that maybe in my life I will never experience that scale.
mhm.
It's really it's really another life, a whole life different than my present life. Really,
Yeah,
and could be a very good tool for person to learn more experience and more about himself actually in his life and the other lives.
that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
And in the end, you have to be, sort of like interpret your own dreams as well,
Yeah.
because some, you know, lots of symbols come into our dreams, and we have to look at the meaning of those symbols. Even symbols from another culture can come into your dream
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
didn't
I
realize.
had
So
some of these
yeah,
experiences.
so you turn on internet and you find out what they mean, you know, because you can get, you know, really deep spiritual symbols in a dream that you don't even, you know, symbols that you're not even aware of. That's why
Yeah,
dreams.
and you know the beautiful thing about this, the whole subject is
Mhm.
the free of choice. You have the free choice to choose between living your present life or dig deep inside your ancient history and past lives and trying to get the lessons and doing your karmic lessons in your life.
Mm.
You have all the freedom to choose between the two. You can live your life in whatever course you want. You can
Mhm.
live spiritually. You can live according to your logic, according to society logic. You can live whatever life you want to live in this life and in the next life and also in the next life. But you can't do a progress in your soil life if you don't choose to face it and
Mhm.
you choose to go deep in your past lives or in your dreams to understand all this kind of lessons and all this kind of experiences. So it's just very interesting side in our lives. It's not
Definitely
just
fascinating. And
yeah,
some people wake up in the morning and they say, "Oh, it was just a dream." But I don't believe that anything is
yeah.
just a dream. I don't even like that expression
Me too.
because every dream has a message, even if it's, you know, one of those really stressful dreams, you know, where or you're late for the aeroplane and you're getting really stressed about it. That's telling you that you're stressed. You know, calm down. I mean, I had one of those the other day. You know, one of those stressful dreams that you're trying to get to the airport on time and everything keeps going wrong. You know, the car breaks down, all this sort of stuff. You forget to get your online check-in and all the rest of it. And you know, it's telling you, right, okay, I'm stressed. Time to just chill and relax. So,
Yeah. And I think it's a enriching experience. You feel
mhm,
that you can experience anything in any time. In your
yes,
mind can simulate anything. even if it's impossible in your real life. So it's not about getting things in your life, in this life, because you will never get everything, but you have the ability to get the feelings and get the emotions of anything you want and experience anything you want if you master your mind and your dreams, and that give the person in your rich make him rich inside, and I think makes him less attract to the outer side when he trying to find answers. I believe that all the answers are inside us,
Oh, definitely,
not
definitely.
not searching for some kind of guru in India or in Everest or in Tibet. Yeah, person should look inside himself, and that there he can find all the answers he's looking for, I guess.
Definitely. I agree totally.
Okay, we had actually an hour,
Yeah.
so very fast the time passed,
Yes.
even with all this problems in the connection.
Even the internet problems, yeah.
Maybe in the next week we can choose another topic to talk
Okay.
about or continue with this one. We will see.
Mhm.
Just if you can send me the the full name of this giant
Oh,
book, and
definitely.
yeah, so I can just explore a little of it
hmm
if I can. And see you in the next week.
Okay. Well, nice talking to you again. Have a lovely week.
I hope that.
And I hope you get better. You have to rest.
Thank you very much. Okay, see you in the
Okay.
next week. Bye.
Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.